Hello friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising for the period of January 17th through to February 15th. That's the new moon cycle in Capricorn. Click on the book your New Year 2018 reading link that's right there in the banner to order your 6-month reading from me, which includes a 45 to 60 minute live tarot reading in response to your questions or your concerns. Included with that is a 6-month astro forecast of the current transits over your natal chart. So I will do a natal chart for you, draw that up, and then plot the current transits that are affecting you so that you know the best times to take action or to kind of sit back and wait for things to to happen. As well as the third element of that reading is 6 months of affirmations, empowering affirmations specifically chosen from Spirit for you to empower you through those 6 months. So my reading is not like anything else that you will find, please give it a chance and join me for my 2018 6-month reading for you. All right, so this reading is going to cover that period January 17th through February 15th for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So for my Capricorns, I feel as though the recent transit of Saturn in Capricorn has definitely closed some doors for you. Now I say that because we have the Ten of Swords in the recent past, and what this can mean is that Saturn brings additional responsibilities, and with a Saturn return in your sign, you may have in the last month leading up to now receive some additional responsibilities, some additional weight on your shoulders that may have you carrying a lot, dealing with a lot at this point. Many of you may have recently ended a situation, whether it be a relationship or perhaps a job situation. The Ten of Swords is a card about endings, about the end of a cycle. It can also be the end of a cycle of struggle. So I really feel that in any case, there has been a completion of something in your life. And now with the Eight of Swords covering you at this current moment, you're ready to break free. You are hoping to get out from under whatever this additional strain has been on you. I do feel that you have some really good energy coming through for you for the month of January through the beginning of February. The star is there, and the star says that regardless of what struggles you may have been experiencing in the last month or so, understand that everything happens for a reason, and that there's a divine plan for what you may be dealing with right now. Okay, unwanted endings or additional responsibilities, or some kind of struggle that you may have been dealing with the last month or so. By the mid part of February, I do feel that there is going to be a moment where you're going to say to yourself, well, okay, I understand. I have a better understanding of what this is all about. The trick is that you're going to need to get to that point without driving yourself crazy or feeling that you have no options. You do have options, Capricorn, and whether you believe it or not, even though the Eight of Swords is covering you, that is our perceived ties and chains that are holding us down. It's about a different perspective. It's about seeing things from a different perspective. The affirmation card that I pulled for you for this new moon cycle is, I surrender to a power greater than me. And that directly aligns itself to the star card, because the star card indicates that there are powers higher than us, higher than you at this moment, that are putting together a divine plan for your life. okay, and for your future. And that it's kind of getting through this last dark night of the soul that is going to, you know, push you forward into a new life in some ways. Now, transformation is in the reading here, and that is actually the Death card reversed. So I feel like some of you are resisting. Why are you resisting these changes? Why are you resisting something that may have completed or ended in your life? Transformation is saying that it's not in your best interest to resist. Even if you are kind of going with the flow and dealing with things, part of you may still be wanting to go back to that old way of life, or that old relationship, or that old job, you know, whatever it is. But Spirit is trying to create a new life for you, to help you do that, empower you. And the only way to get to this new life is to pass through this period of uncertainty, perhaps some anxiety, you know, perhaps feelings of being, you know, I feel like there's some kind of confinement, and it could be self-imposed confinement, that you're not really wanting to deal with people right now. You may be spending a lot of time alone, excuse me, alone. Or you may feel that, you know, no matter where you look, left, right, forward, backward, you're blocked. But you are not truly blocked, okay? That is what the message here is, and that there is something coming in February, the beginning of February, I feel, that is going to create a new, you know, a new glimmer of hope for you. Some kind of new development that, as I said, is divinely, you know, divinely manifested. Okay, now your advice card is the Strength card, and it is coming up reversed, and interesting because I'm sorry, your card for your advice is actually the Emperor reversed. And interesting because the Emperor in this deck, I'm using the Akashic Tarot. This particular deck shows a lioness on the Emperor card, and there's another card here in the spread, the Strength card, which also depicts a lion, you know, with a woman. Now, with the Emperor card reversed in your advice area, I feel that, you know, this could be several scenarios. It could be that you may be dealing with, and this may be the influence around you that has you feeling a little trapped and insecure and anxious and not really knowing which direction to go in. There could be the influence of a strong, but in this sense, with it reversed, maybe a domineering male energy around you, who is, you know, either through trying to bully you or trying to, you know, direct you in a way that you don't want to go. And this, you know, this very likely could be your career situation. This could be a boss. It also could be a male partner. But whatever the energy is, their bark is worse than their bite. That's what I want to say to you. Know that if you have to put up a fight, then you have to put up a fight. If you have to, you know, create a show of strength, then you need to do that. Don't let anyone bully you. Don't let anyone take advantage of you. You know, you have earned your place wherever you are, and so you deserve to be treated with respect, as long as that's, you know, the way that you are treating others. Now, another aspect of that Emperor reversed can apply directly to you, your frame of mind, and your, you know, the way you are expressing yourself and how you are feeling right now. When I think of the Emperor, I think of the CEO, the captain of industry, you know, the person at the top of his or her industry, his or her craft, someone who's climbed up the ladder and is in charge. You know, that is the Capricorn, one of the Capricorn qualities to be able to lead and to be able to, command respect through your focus and ability, like the mountain goat, to climb up the steepest mountains and reach the top of whatever it is that you are focused on. But with the Emperor reversed, for some reason that energy is blocked for you right now. And it could be a few reasons. It could be the additional stress or additional weight of responsibility that's on you that has you feeling a little bit weakened, perhaps, whether it is psychological or emotional or even physically weakened. When we're under a lot of stress, it can really debilitate our immune system. And so you may be feeling under the weather, or you may not have the kind of stamina that you usually have right now because of stress. And also, you with Saturn in your sign, whether it's in your sign or anyone's sign, when Saturn comes into our signs, it actually has a physical influence, on our physical body, on our physiological makeup, and it can make us tired easily. It can weaken our immune system a little bit, as I said, because we're dealing with extra things. So you have to take care of yourself with a Saturn return. You have to take more vitamins, more supplements, exercise, keep your immune system strong, get enough sleep is a very big thing too when you're having a Saturn return. So you really have to kind of do an analysis of your life right now and see where you are vulnerable, and make plans and implement those plans in order to strengthen yourself over the next 3 years while you have this Saturn return. Okay, so that is the 10 of Swords energy, the 8 of Swords energy, feeling kind of under, not at your peak. But this is how the universe works. It's balance. Nature is about balance, and where you have this Saturn return, you also have a lot of really good things going on. You have a stellium of planets. You have the Sun, you have Venus, you have Mercury, you have a number of planets that are currently in your sign as well, helping you out, okay, giving you a little boost of energy, of mental energy, of emotional energy. Venus brings good luck. Venus can also bring a strong emotional attachment, and when it's conjunct Saturn, you could meet someone that ends up being a lifelong partner. Okay, and this brings me to the Strength card here, which really indicates that there is someone around you. There are people around you, or one person in particular, who wants to be a tremendous support to you. Okay, someone you can depend on, someone you can kind of lay your burdens down on, who is willing to help you get through, whether it's emotional support, whether it is just someone that you can talk to or that you can go to, perhaps as a mentor. This could be a Leo person. Again, with both, the Lion showing up here in your reading, I'm getting a strong Leo influence here as well. So, look out for any Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising people that that you can really go to kind of soothe you a little bit, and be that quiet strength that you may need right now. Okay, and everybody needs help sometimes, so you shouldn't feel bad leaning on someone. But it is hard for Capricorn sometimes to lean on other people, but this is one of those times where it's worth it, and it's important for your for your mental health, for your emotional health, and your physical health as well. And whoever this person is, could be helping you in your career. So if someone specifically reaches out to you and says, listen, let me help take some of that responsibility or that weight off of you, Capricorn, accept the help. Okay, because again, you have Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Pluto, you know, in your sign. And so there are people around you, there are influences around you, which is represented by the star. Anytime I see the star, that tells me that there are astrological influences that are going to be beneficial to you at this time. If you need more information about that, if you want to know what your very specific natal transits, the current planetary energy, how it's affecting your natal horoscope, your natal chart, let me know. Contact me, and I'll be happy even just to draw up a natal forecast for you, you know, a 6-month forecast, and we can you know, see if that's something that would be helpful to you. Okay, now obstacles, you have the Four of Wands reversed. There may be some situations going on in your home life, your family life, that may be the reason for this extra weight, responsibility. Maybe you've had someone that has either left the home or moved into your home. Could be the loss of a family member. The Ten of Swords can sometimes, you know, indicate the loss, physical loss of someone in your life, and transformation there. The Death card, even though it's reversed, that also could indicate a recent loss. This would be something that's already happened, so we're not predicting death, you know, in anyone's life. This would, if this applies to you, then you've already been through this. You already know. You know, this will already resonate with you. So again, you know, this affirmation card says, I surrender to a power greater than me. You may have to relinquish control over everything that you've been balancing and trying to handle all by yourself, and get that needed assistance. Okay, it could be a friend, could be a partner, a family member, it could be a counselor of some sort, or even a support group. All right, but don't be afraid to reach out and to surrender your burdens over to people who want to help you through this, because you know what, you'll be able to reciprocate that when you are up to full speed, when you are rebalanced and you're feeling strong again. You'll be able to reward those people for their generosity in your time of need. Okay, and in the outcome, we have a card that's you know, a great card, the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Crystals. And what that means to me is that I really feel like by the end of this new moon cycle, so we're talking about by February 15th, which is going to be the new moon in Aquarius, you will have regained you know, some semblance of normal life, I think. And what it really may be is that you're going to rededicate yourself to your career, or to some area of your career that you know, may be pushing you forward in your professional life. Some of you may be training for some new position. Some of you may receive a new job offer. You're going to have the ability by the end of this new moon cycle to continue honing your craft and to continue getting better at whatever it is you are, you know, dedicated to, whatever it is that you're doing, that can bring about financial security that you need. Whatever it is, you're going to be recognized for doing, you know, doing a job well, knowing your stuff, you know, being an expert in your field, really putting your personal stamp on whatever it is that you are doing and that you're, you know, focused on in your life. So my final message here to you is that, you know, if things are difficult right now, if you are coming out of a period of changes, you know, drastic changes, endings, loss, you know, on whatever level that might be, allow yourself to heal. Give yourself a chance to receive help. Know that help is on the way and that help is around you. The Star card talks about hope. It also talks about friendship. So there may well be very close friends that are willing to stand by you. Could be an Aquarius individual that could be, you know, very helpful to you. You know, the signs I have here, Aquarius, there's swords here, so that's air influence. Leo, as I said, with the Strength card there. I think, you know, if there's anyone that's giving you a problem right now, it could be someone of an Aries energy. But my feeling is that you have what you need to overcome this situation and to come out the back end of this by, you know, mid-February in a much better place than you are right now. I feel you're going to be rebalancing, and you're going to do this, you know, by really focusing on the practical side of life. Okay, getting to work, putting your nose to the grindstone, doing what needs to be done on a practical level, an everyday level, to get you where you need to go and continue moving forward. So that is your reading, my Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you so much for stopping in with me. Book your reading now, your 6-month reading, which, as I said, is not like anything that you will get from any other readers or astrologers. I am not only an empathic, intuitive reader, but I am an astrologer as well. So you get the full you know, you get the full picture, the holistic picture, which is all the areas of your life. I answer your questions, and I also empower you with ways to get better, to keep moving forward, and you know, find peace. Thank you so much. Wish you all good things, love, peace, and joy, and I bid you namaste.